Good evening and welcome to Ripon Tiger Football on the Ripon Channel, 93.1 FM and AM 1600 The Wave. Tonight the Tigers play host to the Falcons from Sheboygan Falls, as this is the first time that I can remember Sheboygan Falls ever being here at Ripon. So I'm Howard Hanson along with my partner Marty Ernster, and Marty, last game of the season. Unbelievable, but it finally feels like football outside.
Yes, the golf weather is over with. We've entered the fall season of caramelled apples, football, and raking of leaves. And unfortunately for the Tigers, it'll be their last show for the season. Sheboygan Falls comes in an interesting situation. They are 500 overall and 3-3 as well in conference. And WIA rules typically, winning conference record assures you of entering the playoffs. Some teams, I think, with 500 records and such, sometimes
can
get
slide in depending.
Yeah, depending on the how everything lines up. So they're definitely playing for something, and they certainly played for something last week. Going into Berlin, we talked about that. At least I did a lot. Yeah. That Berlin needed to hold serve to go into Plymouth tonight to get a shot at a co-title championship. Could they upset the undefeated ranked Plymouth Panthers? It didn't happen. They were tied at 14-all over in Berlin last Friday night, and the final score was 28-27. So Sheboygan Falls on the road did what they needed to do to keep their playoff hopes alive, as we're watching the coin toss right now at the 50-yard line. And so they come in needing a win tonight to go to 4-3 in conference and assuring themselves of a playoff position.
Hey, it's a good spot to be in. We've been there before, but not this year. As Marty says, this will be the Tigers' last game of the season, and it's really gone by fast.
It always does, particularly when you're old. It goes by, everything goes much faster than the 55-minute Jim Watson algebra class did in ninth grade.
Oh.
That was a career. That was for an ever 55 minutes, and now a month is boom. So we'll see who won the toss here, Howard.
Well, you check that out. Tonight is senior night.
Yeah.
And as the game goes on, we will talk a little bit about each of the seniors.
Yep.
A lot of nice young men that will be leaving the program and hopefully going on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
So what did you see out there? Anything?
No, I don't know. I was kind of in my pre-lackadaisical phase. But let me share this with you. Waupun is at Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Kettle Moraine Lutheran has just been playing some great football all season long, just coming up, less than small scores, one score short on a lot of their games. Kewaskum is at Fort Washington. There's a game. And then Berlin at Plymouth tonight, as we mentioned earlier. So what's interesting is you have these teams in conference. Port Washington, 4-2. Kewaskum, 4-2. Berlin, 4-2. Sheboygan Falls, 3-3. And, of course, 6-0 in conference is Plymouth. So you have these four teams all kind of fighting for that second tier spot.
Not just that, they get a fifth win, all of a sudden they can move up in the seeding bracket.
Right.
And that's huge. So,
and you don't want to go into the playoffs leaking oil with a loss anyway.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Big difference there. So
yeah.
We will turn around and be back with the coaches show in 1 minute. And had a great conversation with Coach Mark Bradley and the last two seniors on the Tigers team. So we'll be back with the coaches show on the Ripon Channel, AM 1600 WRPN, The Wave, and 93.1 FM. Back in 1 minute.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post-frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency. With Rural Mutual Insurance, Victor will help get your personal, business, farm, and life insurance needs in order. For a free quote, visit victormagnus.com. That's Victor, MAGNUS.com.
Welcome to the Ripon High School Tiger Coaches Show, brought to you by the Ripon Channel, 93.1 FM, AM 1600, The Wave. I'm Howard Hansen, and joining me tonight is Coach Mark Bradley of the Ripon High School football team. And Coach, you got a couple of guys with you this week.
Yep, we brought our last two seniors. We have Kai Agamite and then our statistician, Christian Gruner.
Welcome, guys. Just want to turn around and touch briefly on last week's game. Guys played very well for the first half. Very solid. You could see where the size and that started to get on you. A couple of good highlights from the game was the Gannon Stelmacher 90-yard touchdown run on the kickoff. Very exciting. And then Cameron Hahn's I'm not going down touchdown run. I mean, he was not going to be denied on that. So two really nice highlights from that game that you guys can look back on.
Yeah, the kids played hard all night, and and even getting down 20-0 is when they put that offensive drive together. We had a couple nice runs, couple nice catches, and capped it off with Cameron's 17 or 19-yard run where he broke a couple tackles and carried a couple guys. Yep. And even on that play, our linemen were still blocking downfield, helping push. Our running backs on the edge were still keeping the guys out there, and so they kept fighting even though they were down early, and that, which is good to see as a coach. Just them keep fighting with it, and like you said, with the kickoff return, Kai had a big kick-out block on the backside, and then another one of our linemen got all the way downfield and had a last little clincher block at the 15 to spring Gannon the rest of the way, and so they played as hard as they could.
Good team effort on both of those plays. Coming up now, we have Sheboygan Falls. They're coming in at 3-3. They're looking for a victory so that they can make the playoffs. You guys have the opportunity to turn around and have a little voice in that.
Yep.
How are things going this week at practice with that attitude?
Good. Kids have been working hard. Obviously, it's the seniors' last game and last week of practice, and so they're keeping everybody focused and they're keeping everybody going this week, and we've had a good week so far. Injury-wise,
you guys sitting good?
Yep.
Bodies are all healthy and ready, as can be in this time of the year.
Yep, and all of our guys are pretty much back from being out last week ill and that, and so we should have our full starters and that. Okay. So
good. All right, well, Kai, glad to have you along. Been kind of an up and down season for you, injury-wise, and enjoyed really watching you every time you'd go out on a pass play. You always took 2-3 guys with you, which really says a lot about you as an athlete and opened things up for the team. I know you play both ways, as pretty much most of the team. What do you like better, offense or defense?
Definitely offense. I like going out there trying to make a play, trying to score points for a team. But there's also upsides to defense too. I mean, I like tackling people. So if I had to pick, just to play one and do offense. But
and that says a lot because your blocking this year has been outstanding. I'll focus on a player every now and then on a play, and watching you out there, and you're driving your guy like he's on roller skates, going backwards a lot of times, and that's huge for a running back. Like Gannon, knowing that he's going to have some green space out there. What's this season meant to you as a senior?
It meant to me like just playing for everybody else, and I mean, of course, like I want to like do well and like help the team, but like I'm primarily just playing for the group of seniors that we've all been playing since freshman year. Well, before that,
yeah.
In high school, just like since freshman year, we've all been together, and it's just like trying to put together one last like hurrah like season type thing. So I don't know, try to put out my best effort every game and just try hopefully come out with a win.
Body's healthy now that you've come back and
Yep.
a little.
I mean, minor scrapes and bruises,
Right.
but nothing.
You expect that this
Yeah.
far into the season, exactly. So, kind of hard to believe the season, one game left, and that's
Yeah,
it.
no, it went by super quick, and I mean, at the beginning of in early August, it was just like got a whole season left, but now it's 2 days away and it's over.
It's pretty tough to grasp. Christian, my man, the stat man. First off, I want to thank you very much for bringing up your stats at halftime. It really helped us out a lot throughout the season, and it really means a lot for you to do that for us. What's this season meant to you, being able to give them stats to everybody?
Well, I see this as my next step getting towards the NFL and the Green Bay Packers to be a statistician in the NFL.
That'd be great to turn around and do something like that. Now, being a senior, you've done this for 4 years for football,
Yes.
and I know you've got a couple of years of baseball with us, which has really been nice. What's it meant to you to be with this group of seniors for 4 years?
They're a great group of kids. They work hard. They're just really nice, and they just, I don't know how to say it, but they're really hardworking.
Now, I know you're listed as a statistician, but talking with my son Casey, who's on the sideline doing camera and that for us, you're sort of like another coach out there on the sideline, the way he puts it across. You're letting guys know what's what. Is that right?
Yes.
And nothing wrong with that, turn around and helping everybody where you can.
I just want my teammates some ways too.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty. Mark, season's almost over.
Yeah.
For you and your coaching staff, what has this season meant for you guys?
It just hopefully we can end it on a win here for the seniors. But coming into the season, the low numbers, we weren't sure. We changed offense a little bit, changed defense, and the kids have bought in and they've played hard. And even the games where we get behind, they're great teammates for everybody. When the second string goes in, they're still cheering on those guys, even though they're not happy that they're coming out because they want to keep playing, obviously. And but it's just been a good crew, and they've been playing hard together. And and as a coach, that's the first thing we look at is are they going to keep fighting when they're down, or are they going to quit? And all year we've been more downs than we've had ups. And they've just kept fighting and kept playing hard and doing the best they can. And, and I know every team deserves wins and things and that, but, I really do hope that we can get the win this Friday for these guys because they've put in a lot of time and effort this year and the last 4 years to get to this point. But win or lose, it's not going to make a difference what I think of these guys and how well they've done. On the field, off the field, in the classroom, at school. It's a good group of kids, and so hopefully we can finish it off for them.
Well, it truly is a great group of young men, and in my eyes, they've shown what team is and what team really means with not giving up and playing hard and staying together, and that's a great thing. So, guys, best of luck Friday night, and let's try to bring home a victory.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wages is over $20 an hour. Full benefits effective day one and $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckerscareers.com.
Celebrating 125 years of community banking, committed to providing excellent customer service and support of local business, community, and individual financial growth. Horicon Bank we're talking about, the natural choice, member FDIC.
Make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliff Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back as we're getting ready to kick this thing off.
Literally.
Exactly. We don't know who's kicking because we both missed that, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But it is senior night, as we were saying earlier, and not sure if they're going to introduce the seniors ahead of time or do that at halftime. But I do see the Stevens Point cheerleaders showed up, Marty.
Yeah, they do that every year, don't they?
Yes.
For a game, and there's a lot of, they work with the high school cheerleaders as well as a youth group.
I'm going to see you later because they brought pizza.
To do that. Did they?
Yeah, they got pizza in their hands.
Okay.
So, okay, we're going to get ready for the national anthem. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We get ready now for the beginning of the game as they getting ready to introduce the teams. Like I said, the Stevens Point cheerleaders are here, and they always help put on a good show with our cheerleading staff. That's been a tradition for them. And the Falcons are introduced as a team whole. Ripon will be introduced their seniors tonight individually, the only time that they'll do that. And that's a good thing to see. You were talking earlier around the conference, besides this one, which game would you most like to be at, Marty?
Even though they got beat by this Falcon team last week at home, Berlin at Plymouth tonight would be a good one. I'll tell you what, I like them both. I think Kewaskum Indians at the Port Washington Pirates is going to be a good one, too.
Yeah.
So there's really two good matchups. Waupun, of course, at Kettle Moraine Lutheran. That's not going to go well for somebody. Let's hope that the Ripon Tigers on senior night at home, of course, can give the Sheboygan Falls Falcons a good run for their money.
Yeah, I mean, Sheboygan is playing for a lot as they are playing to turn around and make the playoffs.
Right.
Ripon, hey, turn it around. Let's play to make it tough on them.
Yeah, and the thing is, Howard, look how Ripon started that game last week. You can't come out on the road and start a game with, giving the ball up right away.
At the 20-yard line, yeah.
Yeah. You have to come out with some focus, determination. As we're getting Hahn just got introduced. Boy, it took the last game of the season, but I'm thinking about that touchdown run he had against Plymouth.
Wasn't that unbelievable?
It was unbelievable, and I came up with a name for him. I'm going to refer to him tonight in his last football game at Ripon as Mr. Nasty.
Mr. Nasty, I like that. I mean, well, after that play, he carried half the team of Plymouth into the end zone with him. He was refusing to go down.
Along with the defensive coordinator and the special teams coach for Plymouth as well. It
was a great run. And then, hey, let's not forget about Gannon Stelmacher. He was no slouch last week.
He hasn't been all – no.
That 90-yard touchdown run on
kickoff
that kickoff
return.
My gosh, just watching him scoot around was really something.
Well, all season long. Mm-hmm. All season long. He started it with an interception to set up their first touchdown of the season at the home opener at Watertown Luther Prep. And then from there, from there, it was just offensively all season long, whether catching the ball in the flat or getting a handoff in the backfield. Fun to watch. But special teams, he's really fun to watch.
Well, special teams in general for the Tigers this year, that's really, in my eyes, has been the bright spot all season. They've really played well. So it looks like Ripon is going to receive the ball in first tonight. So we get the Stellmachers going deep. Gannon will go the farthest back. He'll spot himself somewhere around that 13, 14-yard line.
It's interesting. They're using they had in pregame warm-up on field goals, they were using one kicker, and then on the kickoff, it appears they're using a different kicker.
Yeah, I was watching 82.
Yeah.
Bonet, he was also doing some field goal kicking, so they must alternate between the two. So glad to have you along tonight as we get ready, and here is the kickoff, and that's going to go deep.
That's a nice one.
Yep, bounces at about the 13. Stellmacher picks it up at the 10. Looking to go wide, nice little juke there. Cuts upfield, gets across the 15, maybe to the 16 or 17-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start.
Good discipline by the kickoff coverage team of the visitors, the Falcons. They maintained their lanes, and Stellmacher had nowhere to go.
I knew you were going to be happy with that, with them staying in their lanes. They just did a nice job with that.
Let's see what they run defensively. They used to run a four-man front, and then they would take the two outside linebackers, roll them up often for a six-man look.
So the Tigers come out. Anything new tonight? They're going back to the three-back backfield.
Yeah, they do. Their tight formation definitely says it's a run.
And you're going to start it off giving it to the big guy. That's Cameron Hahn. He'll fight himself up to about the 19-yard line.
And that was all after contact.
I like that lining up just a little bit deeper for him. It gives him that little bit more momentum as he hits the line. So it'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. It was coach's show tonight. We had Kai Egamite and Christian the Stat Man.
Oh, yeah. Good kid. I like him.
Really
Met
nice.
him last year.
He's done it well for us. So up under center. Here we come around the side. That's Stellmacher looking. Nice little cut there. Left his feet. And now we're going to get a flag thrown somewhere around the 20. A real late flag.
They're going to call a hold where it was thrown because it wasn't thrown by the ball. It was thrown behind the play.
And we'll be holding. Now what the Tigers wanted to see here.
So defensively, they go with their 4 down men, two tackles. Actually, it's like 4 interior guys, and then their outside guys are on a 2-point stance about just a yard off the line of scrimmage. So it really gives you a 6-man look with 3 other backers. So, I mean, there's 9 guys right there for the run.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 17 for the Tigers.
Now we see the single back formation with double wide, double slot.
Scooby drops back, rolls out. Thought about passing right away.
Look
Goes up
this.
high.
Almost.
Egamite almost came down with it.
Yeah. Double coverage, great coverage. Still had a chance to catch that, though, at the, what's the word they call it, the apex, when he jumped up there?
Excuse me, that was Hop. It was not Egamite. My bad there.
A tall jumping player for the Ripon Tigers.
Number 80 there.
Yeah. So it brings up a punting situation. Or, let's see, 3rd and 17, excuse me.
Yeah.
This is, you've heard me say this through the years, this is where I do a quick kick right here.
Oh, yes.
They don't have anybody back, do a side saddle end over end.
And you got Hahn back there.
Because you're deep in your own territory, needing nearly 20 yards.
Little pass. That time tried going to Egamite this time and just overthrew him.
Almost picked off by the safety, number 8, on that play.
There were 4 white jerseys around Egamite on there. There really wasn't going to be much of a chance on that, so we'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Tigers. Olson will be back to punt.
Boy, you needed one of those good spirals right now, a big leg right now, being deep in your own territory, getting the ball at the 5.
Good snap. Not a spiral. Taken at the 48. Working around the left side of the 40. Stiff arms and goes out of bounds somewhere around the 46, 47 yard line.
Yeah,
They're
great hit by Agamite, and it was a great one-on-one because if he was the only black jersey in the neighborhood, and he actually fumbled the ball when he hit him. Good job by Agamite.
Benjamin Ritter, number 2, was the returnman on that one for the Falcons. So we get a chance to see.
Looks like Charlie King will be doing the quarterback duties, number 6.
That's who it will be. They go with 2 to the near side, twins to the top, single back. Ripon's seen this a lot this year, and now we're going to get a flag.
We got an equipment issue here, or what? What's he?
False start. Okay.
Okay.
Center maybe
Wow.
rocked the ball or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like the quarterback wasn't even getting them into their set yet.
Right.
Hey, we'll take it. If you're a Ripon fan, puts them back on the Ripon 40. So a short field for the visitors to start with their first offensive possession.
Out of the shotgun.
Yeah, double slot.
Looking downfield right away. Going deep. Has a man out there.
Wow, way to get that hand in there by Gannon Stelmacher.
Did a beautiful job out there, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to because he had a step. He was beat by a step, but he turned at the right time.
Well,
that intended receiver was number 13, Reed Federer. He's a 6'1" junior.
Stelmacher did a great job of staying with him stride for stride. So it'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Charlie
for the
King,
Falcons.
yeah, QB. Yeah, they want to go pass again.
And throws that one, and right off the hands of number 1 out there.
Yeah, and that's Nathan Klon, and he is also the backup quarterback.
Tigers put a lot of pressure on him that time, shooting through the line there.
Yeah, I think it was that right defensive end for the Tigers.
So we'll go trips to the near side here, single receiver up on top, as it is 3rd down and 15.
Great opportunity.
Long cadence there. Looking, going down. Man wide open.
Dropped
the ball out of bounds. They're going to say incomplete there. He never had control.
Boy, does he got a quick release.
Yeah.
Nathan Klon, the quarterback. Boy, from the time he makes up his mind, he's going to throw it.
It's there.
Wow.
It's there right away.
Quickest I've seen of any quarterback in the conference this year.
Would agree with that.
The problem is he had 2 drops by his receivers.
Yeah, maybe like Brett Favre syndrome. Throws it too hard. So the punter is number 5, and that's Preston Miller. Long count. Gets it. He'll go towards the corner. A nice kick.
Hope it goes into the end zone.
It's going to
not
die.
Going to. Look at that.
Right
wow.
at the 3-yard line. What a beautiful punt there, and that's where the Tigers will take over their 2nd possession. 9:55 to go here in the 1st quarter. Glad to have you along from Ingalls Field.
Yeah. Hey, drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonus up to $1,500. Apply in person or at golamers.com/careers. Lamers Bus.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Greg Golovich, at 121 Watson Street, or Shad Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Oh, 2nd offensive possession will be a run off the right side, and he is hit for a loss close to a safety.
It is a safety,
it
the
is.
signal.
So there it is. So too much defensive penetration for that Tiger offensive line spelled a disaster in terms of that handoff. So the line of scrimmage was the 3, and he was tackled behind the end zone, the end line, and therefore it's 2 points. I don't know who had that number in their pool. If the first score of the game would be a safety, those are pretty good odds.
And the sad thing about it is Ripon will have to kick the ball to Sheboygan Falls, so they will get possession.
Yeah.
As we
Olsen, if he's
continue.
the punter, needs to get more altitude than that last punt. He needs to get a little bit of hang time. That last one was a line drive, got to the receiver too soon, the kick return man, and it was just a great tackle that prevented a really long, I think, touchdown or kickoff return.
Exactly. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventive hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with the Invisalign sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental in Ripon.
So the Tigers need something good to happen. They're down 2-0 just like that. Hey, Budsine Marchant, serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. You know what else is really old?
Besides you and I?
You know Oxford University is older than the Aztec civilization.
Really?
Yeah, it was around the 10th century. Aztecs were around the 13th.
I thought you were
Who would have thought?
Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, hey, this is the other thing I heard on 5 Things You Didn't Know. Why are flamingos pink? From eating shrimp.
It's the brine in the shrimp. That's what turns them pink.
So the more pink, the more gluttonous they are.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Also, that one goes straight up and comes down.
Some hang time, at least, for a fair catch.
Yep. And it'll be fair caught at the 49-yard line.
So not a bad punt. And had called for the fair catch, and they're, like you said, they're on their own 48. They're not in Ripon territory. So
get a chance to turn around and see them on their second drive here. Tiger defense did a nice job of stopping them on their first one.
They were aided with a few dropped passes, and they took advantage of it. And now we got to see if they can come up with something on their own. Right away, they go to that shotgun formation.
Twins left, twins right.
Yeah, double slot.
Tigers kind of packing it in there.
Looking like a blitz. It is a blitz.
There's a pitch out. Nobody out around the corner. Nice lead blocking out there.
That's the problem.
Plenty of room out there.
They blitzed heavy up on the high side, and it was a quick pitch left. So it was perfect opportunity for the offense to get what they did.
They're going to say he's a yard short. Pickup of 9 there.
Ripon gave up the edge.
Stelmacher on that tackle for the Tigers. So, okay, we know they can run the ball now, Marty. Be 2nd and 1.
Trips on the high side.
Keeper by the quarterback going off the left side. A lot of room out there. Knight uses his receiver out there for blocking.
My.
Brought down from behind, and the ball bounces out, and they're going to say
they recovered it.
Yep.
They got it back. What a touchdown saving tackle by Stelmacher, but give credit to the quarterback. My goodness.
He did a great
what
job.
Moves Charlie King with some shake and bake, using his blocker about as good as you can.
Yeah, Klon was out there blocking for him.
And, geez, what a nice run. So they spread you out with trips on the wide high side, fake the handoff, and then the keeper, and then got some great blocking. Well executed.
Yeah, big hole there. That time he hands it off to number 5 up the middle. He'll get down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Preston Miller was the guy there. He's a 5'10", 170-pound senior, and he got a few yards there.
So it'll be a 4-yard gain. I'm going to say closer to 5. 8:45 to go here in the first. 2-0, Sheboygan on top.
Long count.
Yeah, very long count. Dropping back, looking into the end zone, has a guy in the corner.
Oh.
And he took it away.
And it's a touchdown.
Took it away from the defender who had it out there.
That's a tough pill to swallow because it was great coverage by Ethan Struble, and he had him.
Yeah.
And he was out-jumped and out-wrestled for it for 6.
Tough break there for the Tiger defense. Looked like it was going to be a turnover. Instead, 6 points for Sheboygan Falls. Now this time it'll be I believe that's 26 out there for the extra point attempt.
Is that, who does the kickoffs, 86?
82 did
82,
the kick.
82, yeah, he's the one we were.
And little anticipation there. Flag goes down. So they'll move it up.
Yeah, Quentin Steffens was a little anxious on that, wanting to block the extra point. So
move it 1.5 yards closer. Now with a yard and a half, I would almost consider
Some teams do.
going for 2.
But they
Going to stay with
they
what
want
they got.
they want to work on that kicking game.
Well, both legs that were kicking during pregame were very healthy. That one is up, spinning sideways and goes through, and it makes it 9-0. Sheboygan Falls on top here with 8:28 to go in the first.
Yeah, that was Charlie Liebram on the kick.
The extra point there. Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin. One person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and our community. Member FDIC.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in and team up every morning with Bob Nelson, and you'll find out what's happening in your area. That is Hometown Radio.
Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers service on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. Fusion Home Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and the surrounding area.
9-0, and we're right. We've hardly played. There's still 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. So another slow start by Ripon.
They have not helped their cause tonight, that is for sure, with the safety to give the first 2 points.
Yeah, offensively they're struggling right now. Out of the gate, they've had 2 offensive possessions.
And really haven't done much. So on to kick now for Sheboygan Falls is number 82, Brandon Bonet. And another one heading down that sideline, and it'll go out of bounds. Yep. So the Tigers will get that out. The 35. So as Marty says, a good break there. Hopefully the offense can take advantage of this.
Well, third offensive possession. You want to get at least 4 yards on first down, and you want to get a first down on this drive right here. We'll start with that and take it from there. We'll see if they're going to be conservative, or if in fact, as we get a illegal procedure here, so they'll just move it another 5 yards.
Well, no, it'll start at the 35 like normal because.
Oh, that's the sign. That's the sign they give.
Yeah.
Illegal procedure for out of bounds kick. Okay.
I mean,
you say so.
You think they do something like kicking the leg
moved.
And waving it off or something?
The defense moved. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Tigers 1st and 10. Line comes up first as they have the last few games.
They need to have a good play right here, right now. Execute it. They're all bunched up right now. 6-man front, 62 defense.
Olsen in motion. It's going to be a quarterback keeper coming around.
Right.
Olsen gets a nice block out there as Struble turns around and gets
might have a first.
A good 9 yards. They're going to give him just short of the.
Huh.
I'm looking at the guy on the far side.
I don't see that spot.
No. They're going to mark him about a half a yard short.
Huh.
But you said you needed a good play. Right there they had one, Marty.
Yeah, student body left. Great execution.
Worked really well, and great blocking out there as Ethan Struble followed his blockers.
Now you keep it real simple, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you go with Mr. Nasty right now, right here, Cameron Hahn?
Straight up the middle.
Wherever he wants to go, ask him.
He gets it. He goes off that right side, and he'll pick up the first down. Pick up a yard and a half for the first. So a little positive.
Yeah, I thought they were a little too quick on that whistle. They were stopping him for forward progress.
Before he was done.
He had it. Yeah, he wasn't done. They're not used to this guy. He wasn't done at the dinner table.
Yeah, we have his mom and dad sitting right down in front of us, and
all season long on the home games. Talk to him on the away games.
Want to throw a shout out there to Cam's brother Carter, who's listening in. There's another one up the middle. Big hit. Look at that. He's going down. Picking up about 7-8 yards on that.
Wow.
Maybe that'll show
rumbling and stumbling, and geez, I love it.
No bumbling there. Hopefully that'll show the officials don't blow that whistle too quick, as Mr. Hahn will hit you hard.
got things going right now. Very much in their way. They've now entered Falcon territory. Ball spotted at about the 47.
Just, don't get too fancy here. Just keep pounding it. Try to tire down that.
We've seen this
defensive
before,
line.
where they can start to mount a good drive. It's just the lack of consistency.
So it'll be a keeper by Struble, and he's got pursuit from behind.
Look at
Cuts,
that
nice
cut.
cut up. Gets across the 40, going down the sideline, out of bounds right around that 32, 31 yard line. And now we're going to get a flag on a late hit out of bounds, I bet you, what they'll call it for.
I'll tell you what, I don't think there was anything wrong with that tackle, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
When he grabbed him, I think what they're doing is he was grabbed around the waist and probably knew he might have been out of bounds before he flung him to the ground. I wouldn't have.
Wouldn't have thrown the flag.
I wouldn't have thrown it.
When it's that close to the sideline, you got to give a little bit of leniency.
Yeah, because look what he just did before that kid got to him. Number 9 is going to save a touchdown run. It looked like something was going to be about a 2 to 3 yard gain, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, Struble turned it into a big one.
Struble's, you know what? And he runs. He knows how to use that shoulder pad. Nice job by the QB for the Tigers.
15 more yards added on after the fact there, so Tigers will have the ball on the 17-yard line.
You know who's getting it here. Yeah.
You would have thought the big guy.
I didn't see anybody moving. Let's see what's going on.
And
they're coming back.
Marching it back, so somebody
moved.
Yep, false start.
Can't be doing this. Game 9?
Can't shoot yourself in the foot this late in the season. So now it makes it 1st and 15. Ball's back on the 22nd yard line. Tigers had some momentum going.
Now it's all of a sudden 15 yards you got to have.
Makes it a lot tougher.
So you got to get back the original 5 or the 5 from the loss here to make it 2nd and 10 at least, you figure.
Oh, they give it this time to.
Look at this. He's got room.
Stelmacher out there, and he gets that 5 plus some there, Marty, as he's down right. They're going to say he's right on the 15-yard line.
Well, they're doing something on that left side, whether it's Struble on the keeper, Stelmacher with the handoff and the lead blocker. They're working that left side of their offense against that right side of the defense, and they're having success.
They like that matchup.
And we haven't seen the penetration by the defensive front from Sheboygan Falls that gave them that safety during Ripon's second offensive possession. We're not seeing that type of penetration anymore, so they're doing a better job up front blocking for the Tigers.
Olsen and Stelmacher go to the right side.
Look
Big
at
guy
that.
Going through. That's Cameron Hahn pounding.
Yeah.
He'll pick up about 3.5.
And the first guy that got the brunt, that, which would be the left interior tackle, slow, he just got up to his feet. I think that's number 50. Boy, he felt that. And the ref's looking at him right now.
Are you all right, son?
Yeah.
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 They're gonna,
Yeah,
Calling
official
time on that,
timeout. He's he probably asked him a question that he didn't get the answer to satisfactory.
The answer that he wanted, for sure. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got pounded pretty good out there. So, Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, featuring an in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse. Webster's is a full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
We believe a company like a family is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out Walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School, Walsworth.
All right, we're coming back here. After that, they got the young man off the field.
Free timeout when you have an official timeout. It gave Coach Bradley a chance to talk to that offensive unit. Brings up 3rd and about 6, a long 5. I would say 6.
Yeah, right on that 6 mark
So
there.
let's see what they can do here with a full backfield, full house.
Going to keep it. Struble going around to the right side. Into the corner. Has
He
a
caught it.
receiver.
What a catch.
They're going to say no. They're going to say he was juggling it.
Oh, my.
What a pass into that corner.
Boy, it looked like 6. I'm thinking it's one-on-one. Why don't you tuck and run? And it was really a nice pass.
Yeah, he floated it up and over and put it only where the receiver could come up with it, but just couldn't hang on to it as the field got short. So it'll bring up 4th and 6. 5:35 to go here in the first. Sheboygan Falls leading Ripon 9-0. Glad to have you along on the Ripon channel.
Is that the Heidel House scoreboard, Howard?
That it is.
Now another whistle. Boy, what a long first quarter as we get a timeout called by Coach Bradley in the Ripon Tigers.
Oh, you want to talk this one over?
Well, for truly delicious lunch or evening dinner plan, visit the Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, along with great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers, and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs available Saturday evenings. If you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon.
Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to all students. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and striving for excellence. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation.
Hey,
Ripon Area
next
School
time you're
District.
heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees, and end your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. It's open Wednesday through Sunday, Mr. and Mrs. P's, Fond du Lac Street, Ripon. Boy, am I hungry now. I did not have dinner.
Yeah, it makes 2 of us. By the time I got out of the store and it was late. So, okay, Tigers 4th and 6 here. Ball sitting on the 12-yard line.
Big down.
Here's Olsen in motion, coming across. And Stelmacher moved. And that'll back him up another 5. Just a flinch there, a little long on the count, threw him off.
Tigers struggling here with offensive discipline when it comes to these illegal motions.
So it'll make it 4th and 11.
We've had 3 of them maybe. Here we go, single back
Too
with
many.
Stelmacher.
So they got Egamite and Hahn up on the right side. There goes Olsen. Struble rolling out. Got a pass.
He caught it. He's going to be a little short.
He's going to be short.
Let's see. Looks like it's short. If he caught
Yeah,
it.
and he will. He'll be about a yard short there.
I thought he was open right away. I was kind of surprised he didn't drift a little more to the end zone because I didn't see anybody behind him.
Yeah, I mean, those are the
Sneaky.
situations you got to make sure you're down far enough to get that first down. It doesn't pay to come up short. And they're going to say it was an incomplete pass now.
Yeah, that's why I was asking the question. I wasn't sure. A lot of people over there, and I never saw the
Indication.
by the official.
So Sheboygan Falls will come out. They have twins to the near side, single receiver up on top.
Tight end left, single back. The
And
back
that's
gets
what
it.
they do. They hand it to the back up the middle. And great job there by big number 67 for the Tigers. And that's Noah Hansen in there.
Yeah, and I talked about that kid too. The good news is he's coming back next year as a junior this season. He's definitely, I think, had a much more impressionable second half of his season.
Yeah, I agree with you. Felt a little more confident there. Handoff going off the left side. Big hole out there. Nice job of getting to him and shutting it down. And the
Got
officials are
quality
talking
yards.
themselves over. There's a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, behind the play once again. It looks like an illegal block in the back by the Falcons. They'll take that.
Move them back.
Defense did a good job. Looked like that play was going to really go for considerable yardage, and they held it to about a 6-yard gain, but now that's all for naught given the illegal block in the back by Sheboygan Falls. We'll push them back.
All the way back to the 10-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 18.
Well, they got them deep in their own territory, the Ripon defense does. It's an opportunity to force the punt team to get out here in a couple of plays. First things first.
Quick handoff to the back. He comes up.
Nice.
He's met by several black jerseys.
Great job. Donovan Huber, the senior, on senior night. Did a great job, 18, of forcing that play, not letting him get to the outside. He forced him back in, and then his teammates cleaned up from there as we have a Ripon player a little shook up. We'll see if he stays in or comes out. In fact, that's Struble. Is that Struble?
Number 10 here on the near side.
Yeah.
Struble, yeah.
He's a
gamer.
Well, coach is saying, hey, if you're gonna be like that, I got to get you out, son. I can't leave you out like that.
Yep. So it brings up 3rd and 15. Looking pass, going deep. Has a man open. He's got the defense beat,
what a ball.
and they're gonna say he was down.
Yeah, ground can't cause the fumble. It was a great pitch and catch right down the middle of the field. Beautiful. Enters Ripon territory at the 45.
He just outran the defense there, and
3:48 remaining in the first quarter. 9-0 Sheboygan Falls. They're looking for more. They just got out of a deep hole with that pass.
Very deep hole. It was 3rd and 15. Now it's 1st and 10. Ball on the Tiger 45. They go all out again.
They
twins
like that.
Stop, twins.
Yeah, double slot,
side.
double wide with a single back shotgun formation. They're telling you they're going to pass this, but they like to spread it out and run it too.
There's that quick out pass, and that's a 8-9 yard pickup.
Yeah, little slanted is actually what it is. He just let the slot guy clear out, and then the receiver wideout came down underneath. Little slant.
Yeah, it just drags off
really
the
easy.
First receiver's butt, and it's right there in no man's land. So 2nd and 1 for the Falcons. Clock still running. We're at 3 minutes to go here in the first. Glad to have you along. Howard Hansen, Marty Ernster, bringing you this game. Looking downfield again.
He's got him.
Yeah, turn around. A nice back shoulder pass.
What a nice adjustment. That catch was really executed well by number 22. That's Emmett Crowder. He's a wide receiver junior, 6'4". Last week at Plymouth, we were looking at a 6'8" wide receiver. My goodness.
Gotta be something in the water, that's for sure. So it's 1st and goal. Ball is on the 10. There's the pitch out to the back. He's going to cut it back up and go in for the touchdown. That's number 5, and that is Preston Miller.
Looked like Paul Horning, number 5 on that cutback.
That was a cutback. Beautifully run, followed his blockers, and took it back to the left side. It makes it 15-0. 2:34 to go on your Heidel House scoreboard.
Sheboygan Falls playing some good football right now. Their losses, Sheboygan Falls, were 34-8 to Plymouth. No shame in that. But you tell me how this happens. Kewaskum beat Sheboygan Falls 42-0. Port Washington beat Sheboygan Falls 36-0.
Wow.
You tell me what's going on here.
And it's blocked as the snap was low. And getting in there was number 74.
Steffens. Nice job.
To snuff that one and keep it at 15.
And if you recall, he was the one that jumped off sides on the
earlier,
last point after. So you know they got something going on with him. And that time he didn't jump, and he was timed it, and he was able to, whatever technique they're using, very effectively. Yeah.
Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wage is over $20 per hour, full benefits effective day 1, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Apply online at www.smuckerscareers.com.
Well, Horicon Bank is celebrating 125 years of community banking, building a solid reputation as a mortgage lender leader, offering lending choices to fit your best options. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS ID is 434805. That's Horicon Bank. They do a great job also of major supporter of the Friday night Village Green concert series during the summer. That's gotten, I think it pretty much gets bigger every summer for the last several years.
It seems that way for sure. Some great talent coming in. So 2:34 to go here. Tigers back to receive the kickoff. Another nice kick. Stelmacher will take it at the 10. Across the 15 to the 20. Cuts back, cuts up the middle. Nice little jump move there. He's over the 30 and will be brought down somewhere around the 38, 39 yard line. Nice return there by Gannon Stelmacher.
Fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Little water bug type run in there.
Yeah, that's my line. I used to use that years ago. 'Cause you know, you know what a water bug does? They're on the surface of the water. They just they skim across the water. That's him.
That's what he does on the turf out here. Does a great job. So Tigers trailing by 15. Need to get something going here.
And they did. And then they got into unforced penalty, illegal motion penalties, and take themselves right out of it.
Straight handoff up the middle. And Hahn goes up and over. It'll pick up about 4 yards.
He thought he was Stellmacher there for a second. Is that what you thought? I mean, that looked just like Stellmacher's kickoff return when he kind of left the ground, went airborne.
You turn around, and somebody's got to tell the big guy, you know, you're more
you
productive
can try
when
that
your
too.
feet are on the ground. And
we'll take it, though, right? 1st and 10,
Yeah.
you get 4 yards. 2nd and 6 is a good place to be.
Exactly. We're under 2 minutes here in the first. Long first quarter here for Ingalls
A lot of stoppage, a lot of penalties, incomplete passes on certainly the Falcons' first offensive series.
Struble hands it off to
Look at
Hahn
this.
again. This time
Boom.
pushes a guy aside and boots
Boom.
it across midfield down to the 45 of the Falcons on a 12-yard gain for Cameron Hahn.
That's Mr. Nasty.
I like that name.
And I know, and I don't even know how I came up with it. And number 50, he lit him up on that one run, and now he's got 50's got some teammates saying, "Hey, you try it."
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah.
Good power running there.
Yeah, he delivers a blow. I mean, he finishes. You don't tackle him. He just happens to get hit. He hits you, and then you kind of end up going to the ground a little.
His running
punishing
after the 4th game of the season has become really brutal. Struble keeping it and nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 3-4 yards.
You can't, any play they've had that requires to go back 5 yards with the ball on a run play behind the line of scrimmage, it's just not going to happen.
Right. Takes too long to develop, and the defense adjusts.
Oh, well, they
quickly
pursue.
on the
They hit and they get, and they're there. Boom, it's over. Yeah, you can't do it. I like the idea of a bootleg quarterback keeper because we've seen how effective Struble can be.
But go right away. So we're turning around in under 30 seconds here in the first. Tigers will come up to the line.
Nice, cool evening.
Oh, it's football weather. It's great. So they come up with twins left, twins right. That's Stellmacher in motion. There's the pitch out to Hahn. He drops it, picks it up. Get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that will be about it as the quarter will come to an end.
Oh, what a very fortunate hop by the ball for him to drop it and then to have it bounce right back up into his hands.
So the first quarter will come to an end with Sheboygan Falls leading the Ripon Tigers 15-0. We'll be back in 1 minute.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post-frame construction, MPB has immediate work available. MPB Builders offers competitive wages and full benefits, part-time positions available for college students and semi-retired individuals. For more about what MPB has to offer, check out their website at mpbbuilders.com.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
With a full line of insurance products exclusively designed for Wisconsin, call Victor at Victor Magnus Agency.
Welcome back to Ingalls Field, where we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Howard Hansen, Marty Ernst are bringing this one to you on the Ripon channel, 93.1 FM. And AM 1600 The Wave. Also, YouTube, if you're out there and you're enjoying this game, hit that subscribe button and join the rest of our crew as we'll finish up the football season, and then just a couple of weeks we'll be back for basketball.
Yeah, college as well as high school.
Struble looking to roll, gets the pass
Got
off,
him.
has him open. That's Agamite out there, and he'll pick up a good
Great Great pass by Struble with jerseys in his face. He kind of leapt up, left the ground, and that was all arm, and it found its bullseye perfectly.
So
to
4th and
Aggerby.
1. Tigers will be in a hurry up here.
Don't be too much in a hurry.
Yeah, make sure everybody's set. Give it to the big guy up the middle, and he does. Keeps driving. He gets across the
He got
35 for the first down.
Yeah, 67 grabbed him and tried to pull him back, but I don't think he realized he was in a hog tie and experience there. That's Oliver Fenn.
That's like trying to
Oh,
wrestle a steer down. You know, it doesn't
a
always
big
happen.
steer, an angry steer.
So,
They're going to measure this.
yep. Oh, poor mark. The sideline official over here had it well over the
Yeah,
35-yard line.
He broke the plane with the ball, and they are bringing it back more to where he ended up. I think you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean we're definitely pro Ripon.
But I mean, a spot is a spot.
Yeah.
Not a good mark by the official crew.
No, he broke the 35-yard line
Yeah.
for sure.
And then got pulled back. So not a good call there for the Tigers.
Well, if it
as-
was Friday Night Football on TV, maybe he could challenge the spot, throw that red flag out there.
Right. Coach Bradley wants an explanation. As he's saying to
I don't
this
blame
guy
him.
here,
I don't blame
you
him.
were on that side
Yeah.
of the 35. How can it go back to the other side?
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would be all over him. And
No. Yeah. Too bad.
yeah, Tigers had some momentum going there. And they turn it over to the Falcons. So it'll be 1st and 10 for them just on the other side
It's not
of the
your
35.
year. That's another example. It's when it's not your year.
Quick snap up the middle. Now they're moving him back. Are they going to put that back by the 35? No, they're
No.
going to move it up to the 37.
Forward progress.
Yep. So other games going on in the conference. We had
Yeah.
Berlin at Plymouth. I remember
yes,
that one.
Berlin's at Plymouth. Kewaskum is at Port Washington. That's going to be like Vietnam. Waupun at Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
Now we get a flag thrown by the side judge here.
So Kewaskum at Port Washington would have implications. I mean, those are two physical, hard-hitting, with great athletes on both sides of the,
Yeah.
offensively speaking. Fun game to see.
So let's see what the call is going to be here.
Green and white, another green and white team, both of them. Port.
Dead ball foul would be against Ripon. I'm sure it's sideline call on that.
Yeah.
So that'll march it down 15 yards. So somebody on the sideline said something there.
I would have been yelling as soon as they spotted the ball there before the
Yeah.
measurement. I would have gotten my money's worth right then and there.
And then you'd have been walked off, right?
Yeah.
But at least you got yours in. So that moves it all the way up to the 48 of the Tigers and 1st down and 10.
Trips left, single back.
Dropping back, looking, just running it right down the middle and goes to the odd side there.
Boy,
and a
what
nice
a
job.
beautiful. Yeah, I told you trips were on the near side. Well, on the high side, it was a single split, number 8, and we talked about him earlier. Gabriel Hoffer. He dropped a pass for a 1st down in the first offensive series to start by the Falcons.
Now we got another flag just thrown.
With a lot of flags here. A lot of flags.
Dead ball against Ripon, another 15 yards. Wow. 30 yards in penalties in 2 plays against the Tigers. So Ripon's going to take a timeout here with the score being 15-0 with 10:29 to go on your Heidel House scoreboard.
They make the long drive this season with confidence all year long. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliffs Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. Cliffs Tire.
Drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonuses up to $1,500. Apply in person or go lamers.com/careers.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Greg Dragalovich at 121 Watson Street, or Shad Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac to learn more. Edward Jones, making sense out of investing. Member SIPC.
So coming out of that timeout, it's a 1st and 10, ball on the 25 for the Falcons, as they have been in control this whole quarter. Well, first quarter.
Same formation, trips left.
Single up on top.
Single back.
And they give it to that single back. Does a nice spin move, and he'll get down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's Caleb Plyer. He's a junior, 5'10", 165-pounder. Got decent yards on that.
So the Falcons will go to a hurry up here as they line up with the Twins to the near side. Twin stop, single back. This is where they like to throw to that end zone.
Charlie King, that quarterback, quick release, can run the ball as well as we've seen.
There you go. Got that corner angled. And a nice job out there knocking it away.
Struble.
Yes. Beautiful timing out there.
Yeah. He had made up his mind, King, the quarterback, that's where he was going, but Struble was not to be denied. Great coverage, inside-out technique. Knocked it away, like you said. Beautiful coverage.
And we're talking about King, the quarterback. What a quick release. And that ball
That's what I've been saying. As soon as I saw the first
it?
pass, man, that's his. He's the Dan Marino of the Midwest. My goodness.
So it brings up 3rd and 5. Handoff up the middle. Still going. He'll get across the 15. No, they're going to say he's just short. So it'll bring up 4th and about a yard. And they get up to the line right away.
Well, I don't think 5'10" is all that short, Howard.
Well, nowadays with some of them kids, boy, when we're talking 6'8" last week.
Yeah, number 44. What a load.
All legs.
For Plymouth. I wonder if he wrestles or plays basketball. Boom, what a
nice
play
job
there.
of getting in there.
Speaking of our guy, number 67 for the Tigers, the human plug.
And the
Great
Tigers
play.
hold on this one. Noah Hansen
Great play, Noah.
Blew in there and blew that right up.
Oh, Noah, we're having some fun now, aren't we, bud? Nice job by the big fella.
And then they go, oh, yeah, guess what? You got to stay out there and block now. A lot of the Tigers going both ways here. 9:07 to go. 15-0. Sheboygan Falls leading the Tigers on your Heidel House scoreboard. Want to turn around and throw a special shout out to our biggest fans, Ruben Bev Yankee.
Yeah, she's in that remote control new recliner.
Yep.
Now, I think Rube, but he's probably sitting on a milk stool or something. I don't know what the deal is, but they're listening and watching, maybe even live streaming. Keith Cram, I know he's watching right now.
There's the motion coming around. That's Olsen looking to cut up. Nice block there.
What a block.
By Stelmacher, and Olsen gets up to the 30.
Yeah.
Nice job of waiting
Complete
for
player.
Stelmacher to make that block.
Complete player, Stelmacher.
He's a fun kid to be around. I get a chance to spend time with him during the baseball season.
What a great job.
So it's a first down there for the Tigers, out to the 30-yard line.
Golf today with two guys from Ripon High School, class of 68.
Who was that?
Les Hilscher, defensive end. Tommy Heritzko, linebacker.
Oh, my God.
Tommy's in the record books for Ripon High School, I know that, with some interceptions for 6 and number of, all that kind of good defensive stats with tackles, interceptions, and all that kind of thing. Hitting too hard.
Tigers looking at too many guys move, and then they
we'll see
blow themselves up again.
We'll see what happened here. You hope the defense did it, but I'm not so sure. We'll see.
No, false start.
That's something you just can't be doing this late in the season so many times. I'm going to say unofficially, Ripon has 4 illegal motions. That's 20 yards right there of you got a drive going, and then you just can't be. Lack of discipline is just really hurting them on these offensive drives.
It's not so much the 5 yards; it's that momentum.
1st and 15 now.
Makes it tougher here as they are backed up to the 25-yard line of their own. We'll go with Stellmacher and Olsen to the top side. Olsen coming in motion, and somebody moved again. These guys getting paid by the flag or what tonight?
How many flags have there been here in the first half?
I'll bet you there has
another
been
illegal procedure.
Close to 20. I kid you not. So it'll make it 1st and 20. Boy, these guys going to get out of here alive?
Somebody told me there's been 12. I would say there's been between 12 and 14 flags in the first half, and we still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we got 7:39 to go here.
Halfway through the second quarter.
That's what I say, are they getting paid by the flag? Because I haven't seen this many flags at a high school football game in a long time. Stellmacher in motion, and they're going to throw it again. We'll just back them up and move them. Who's moving out there? That's the question.
Well, I saw the guilty party. If putting your hands in your face and walking back in frustration means anything.
Yeah, now it's 1st and 25. They got the shadows of the goalpost looking down on them.
They got to get to the 40-yard line.
There goes Stellmacher again. Here's the pitch out. Hahn looking, nothing there. He stopped, was going to cut back, and nothing going there.
No. That's
so
not
he's going to lose a yard on that. That's just frustrating for a team to turn around and have that continually happen. Because they can see where they got to get to, and it's a long ways away, folks. So Struble will bring the play in from Coach Bradley. You almost have to go into the air here on 2nd down.
Need around 25 yards, thereabouts. I don't see the board.
26 yards. They lost one on that one.
Good thing I said thereabouts.
This time they give it to the big guy up the middle. He gets tripped up. He'll pick up about 4 yards. And now we got some whistles out there.
Someone down for the Tigers. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic, and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental Associates. They've been there 35 years.
Butzine Merchant, serving local families with grace and compassion since 1896. And that's Cameron Hahn getting up.
Yeah. Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin one person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you in our community. Member FDIC, Fortified Bank.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in and team up every morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. That's Hometown Radio.
Hey, Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers service on all the manufacturer's brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home and comfort needs. Getting the job professionally done and on time. Fusion Heating and Cooling, servicing Ripon and surrounding areas. Fusion Heating.
All right, we got everybody off the field back here after that timeout taken. Clock is running.
Well,
they didn't call it a timeout, I guess, just the injury aspect. And
I'm going to be cooking up breakfast when this game's over tonight.
No kidding. I might as well just sleep here because I got the college game tomorrow to call. Struble rolling out, looking. And he's brought down on a nice play out there by...
Great close by number 30 for them. Just a nice job by Alexander Wagner. He's a 5'8" senior. Just great closing speed on the quarterback. And
give credit to the defense.
A bad situation to worse, yeah.
They had everybody covered really well there.
I'm telling you, in situations like this, with my, back to the end zone and needing that many yards, man, I'm punting that ball on 3rd down.
Yeah.
When they're not looking for
just that quick kick.
Yeah. It's a great weapon.
So Olsen back to punt. Takes a step back, gets a beauty off, and that's going to come down right around the 40-yard line as they try to stretch him out there, getting a couple of nice blocks, gets a spin.
Oh, what a
Finally
kiss.
met.
Boy, he got met too. He made 2 good moves, and then on that third one on the spin, he got kissed real good.
Yeah, that was by number 74 out there. Who else but Mr. Steffens. So we have 4:43 to go here in the first half. Falcons will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, the score is, by the way, 15-0. So the defense has done enough for Ripon to allow the Tigers to hang around. If they can go in with no more points on the board,
they're still in this.
They're still in this game. As ugly as it's been at times, in self-implosion, if you will, with the penalties by the Tigers.
So Sheboygan Falls, twins top, twins to the near side, single back, out of the shotgun, dropping back, looking, going deep, and Egamite almost tipped it to himself, just couldn't get spun back around.
Great job, because he was beat. He throws that ball a little bit further. It might have been a different story, but ifs don't mean anything. Great coverage by Egamite. Stops the clock again. 2nd and 10, ball on their own 45. They don't run the ball a lot, do they? This Falcons team, much like a Falcon, prefers the air.
Good analogy there. Now, with a quarterback with an arm like this, why would you want it? Speaking of, quarterback keeps it.
Yeah.
And
wish he had thrown it.
Yeah, as he runs into Noah Hansen there.
Noah Hansen is just, I tell you what, Noah Hansen is discovering on-the-job training, right? He's learning what he's capable of doing. He's figuring things out. And the good news is he's going to be a senior next year.
And I think he's enjoying himself out there on the defensive side.
Absolutely. Heck yeah.
So it's 3rd and 9 for the Falcons here. Coming up on 4 minutes left here in the first half. Got trips to the top side, single receiver to the near side. Not even a step back, just a quick crossing pattern. Nice. And unable to hang on to it out there.
Yeah, he hit him in the numbers right through his hands. Yep. Stops the clock, brings up 4th down. Ripon's going to get the ball back, it would appear.
And we'll get to see a punting situation for the first time from the Falcons.
And the running back will do the punting for them, Preston Miller, number 5, the guy that is already credited with one of the 2 touchdowns on that cutback run he had.
And it was a beauty. Long count there on the snap.
Good snap.
Nice,
great
beautiful
punt.
kick.
Almost too
let
good.
It go.
Too
let
good.
It go. And it goes in. Wow, what a kick. That was a 60-yard plus kick from that young man.
Yeah, not from the line of scrimmage. That's just how many yards that thing went.
Right.
That was just a shot out of a cannon. Wow. What
Beautiful
a lively leg.
So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 20 with 3:46 to go here in the first half. See if they can do something. They had a little momentum in going earlier until they got stopped on what I'm going to call is a bad mark.
Yeah, I we're biased, but I thought the...
But we're honest.
Yeah. Well, I like to think so.
So the Tigers come out. Hahn in the backfield. Twins to the left, twins to the right. There's that quick out pass to Stelmacher, a little juke fake there. He'll get across the 25 and pick up about 6-7 yards there.
Nine's got to be careful. He got flagged for the out-of-bounds hit before on Struble. That's a play I'm surprised isn't used more often. We've talked about this, getting the ball out to Stelmacher in space quickly. Let him go one-on-one. You saw what he did. He got 8 yards out of that play when I think a lot of other guys would have been at best half that yardage.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you've said all along, get the ball to your athletes and let them do their thing.
Yep, and they certainly do that with Mr. Nasty, don't they?
Yeah. They're coming up the blitz there. They give it to a keeper coming around the side, staying in bounds. It's going to be
close to
the first.
Oh, boy. He's
depends where they mark it. If we go with the mark on the far side, they've got it by the length of the ball, and they're signaling first down.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with the situation again of the spot. So they'll give it to him. Nice job. And what's interesting about that, I really felt Struble should have cut to the inside because Stelmacher was giving him that block.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Yep. Sometimes you zig when you should have zagged. So it brings up 1st and 10. Ball sitting on the 30-yard line. Give it to Mr. Nasty, and he tried jumping over, but a nice job of catching the feet there.
Well, what happened was that number 30, I think lassoed him at the ankles. Yep. Alexander Wagner, nice job. Defensive back shot through and lassoed him at the ankles.
Pickup of 3 on that play.
Mama didn't raise no fool on that one. I'll tell you what, you go low on him.
Lay down on the turf and reach
up. Yeah, he saw his teammate, what happened to him earlier.
Yeah.
And they realized maybe it's not a good idea to take on the high knees with the crown of the helmet and elbows.
I haven't seen number 50 back in there, so.
Probably proper, right? Concussion protocol.
Struble will keep it.
Nice move.
Nice block off, and he'll pick up the 1st down as he gets up close to the 44-yard line.
Boy, did he cut in off those blocks beautifully.
Quickly he cut in.
Yeah.
You know,
he's really a quarterback or a running back playing quarterback. It looks like we've got to learn him as the improper English goes. We got to learn him. We got to learn him about what he can do with his feet.
Well, he does a nice job there. And the thing is, he'll be back next year as he is only a junior. Ethan Struble. So the Tigers come up to the line quickly. Struble looking to pass, pulls it down, spins. We're going to get a hold in the backfield. Back around the 40-yard line. That you didn't want to see as they had some momentum going.
Flags. How many flags?
Way too many. So that'll march it back 10.
Sheboygan Falls, following a touchdown, kicked the ball out of bounds for that penalty. And I can only remember one other penalty on Sheboygan Falls. Ripon's had multiple dead ball penalties. Probably
double digits.
A half dozen penalties on illegal motion. And then at least 2, maybe 3 holding calls on offense.
So it marches them all the way back as it'll be 1st and 30. 1st and 24, excuse me. And the clock continues to run.
Full house backfield.
Struble looking. There's that little pass out. And they've really got it covered. But look at the water bug go. Gets out to about the 39-yard line. They're going to round him up right at the 40. So he'll pick up a good 10 yards on that. Makes it 2nd and 15.
Old swivel hip Stelmacher. His stop and go. I mean, I'd like to see what his shuttle run time is. Don't you get the impression that Chris Jones up here is probably be one of those kind of running backs? What do you think?
Oh, definitely. And if he doesn't out-juke you, he's going to chop you. So that's handed straight ahead. Get up, pickup of 2 as we are under a minute and the clock runs. Whistles are blowing. And it'll be a timeout.
Yeah, that's great because at halftime, we're going to be chowing down on Dave Johnson. He came up here personally, the entrepreneur, the owner of Cousin Subs, came up here with sub sandwiches for everybody. Chips.
What a guy.
Yeah.
You know, just considering a day when you and I didn't eat.
Yeah.
How did he know that?
And I talked to him when I was in the shop the other day. He says, "Hey, last home game, yeah, I'm bringing subs." And
so you knew, so that's why you didn't eat.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And Riley Eisnagel's not here, so I contacted him. I said we were a little short. I miscounted last time, and we got to make sure we have enough. So I said, if everybody's here, we're going to need 6. Well, he went back to the shop, made sure we had 6, and then brought him over. What a guy.
Want to thank him very much for that, as everybody up here will definitely devour during halftime. We got 54 seconds to go here in the first half. Yes, still in the first half, folks. The score is Sheboygan Falls 15, Ripon 0 on your Heidel House scoreboard. And coming out of this timeout. The Tigers, it's 3rd and 11.
So other than being a Viking fan, Dave Johnson, Cousins.
I hear he looks good in purple.
Oh, don't say that. That's hurtful.
And
oh boy, yeah, we got multiple guys moving.
Yeah.
I think we had 2 guys moving. That's another 5-yarder variety against the host team Tigers.
yes, it is. Just shooting themselves in the foot tonight.
They're just not going to allow me to eat my sub.
And trust me, I can hear his stomach grumbling with the headphones on.
And he made my Marty special.
I saw that,
Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
Who pulls the weight there, I tell you. So it'll bring up 3rd and 16 now.
One of the new teams to the East Central Conference this year. One of the 2, Port Washington came in Sheboygan Falls. Campbellsport left the conference, as did Winnicott
Yeah.
for football. So
Everything else will be the same this year.
Yeah, we're not going to see these cats for any other sport.
There's the double reverse. Stelmacher gets a cut up the middle, looking to cut back, going across midfield. He'll be down at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he'll be about a less than 2 feet short if they spot it correct. Less than a yard for sure.
Yeah, they got it nose over the line. So
they got the message from Coach Bradley. Because I'll tell you right now, I didn't think that was quite good enough for a first, and boy, they're feeling it. They're feeling it.
That reminds me of that old commercial for, how does the official on the sideline prepare for all that abuse, and it shows his wife just sitting next to him in his recliner, just chewing his butt out.
Huh.
Well, that's what was happening with Coach Bradley. Struble, boy, airs it up.
Look out.
And Stelmacher had to play defense on that play.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. That was a risky pass. Boy, I'm surprised Struble throws as many accurate passes as he does under the pressure that he's getting.
He sits in there and he waits, folks.
Well, he moves out. He'll relocate with his feet, but even then, he's getting whacked. He got whacked right on that release. That would have been a moon ball.
Tigers were looking to get down to the 20, which would have put them in field goal range.
Yeah, the clock's the enemy right now with exactly 20 seconds. I think you're right, too, if they can get around the 20.
I think they got a shot there. Struble will pull it down. He's
There
got
it is.
Stelmacher out in front of him. Reads off of Stelmacher. Now get out of bounds. He does at the
close to a
35-yard line. It'll be the first.
Yeah.
14 seconds to go here.
Stops the clock. Great yardage for 6 seconds.
Well, it's Gannon Stelmacher with a nice job blocking out there, and he's just pushing the safety and the defender backwards.
Boy, what a blocking guy. If you're so good, catching the ball, running with the ball, you're the stud, right? A lot of guys won't take that effort to go to the next distance and be such a great open field stock blocker, and Stelmacher does that.
So get it out quick to Stelmacher. He's got to get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. He's not going to. He's going to stay in bounds. Tigers are going to have to take a timeout with 2 seconds. Now they just have to do the Hail Mary to the end zone.
Yeah.
Stelmacher.
Hope they brought their rosary beads and everything of that Hail Mary.
I'll turn around and, as we were saying earlier, it's senior night. So in the second half, we will take a little bit of time and acknowledge those seniors.
Yes, you'll be doing that as I am in the mode of consumption.
No. Halftime, we're in the mode of consumption.
Okay.
Marty will come back on, and
Yeah.
we'll have to get an interpreter just to understand as he'll still be eating, because you should see the size of that Marty sub. My gosh.
Yeah,
That
it
thing
came
is
in on
huge.
wheels. Coach Bradley talking to that team. We got to come up with something. Now defensively, you're going to play real loose.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some guys probably back around the inside the 10-yard line. Everybody else go ahead. The other key to that, of course, is to put pressure on the ball.
Mhm.
So you got to get pressure on Struble, and that'll go a long way in taking away the effectiveness of trying to get that ball. Now, he has the arm, I think, to give him a shot at this. Yeah.
Do you look at rolling the pocket out on him? Give him a little extra time?
Well, that's what he does. I mean, right? I mean, he relocates with his
Yep.
feet. So I fully expect that. Let's see.
So he'll drop back
Straight
right
drop.
away.
He got hit
He got
on the
hit,
release.
yeah, and that's going to get picked right away.
Yep. Got to stop him.
Got a good run in, brought down from behind by Agamite out there. And that's where the first half will come to an end, with the Sheboygan Falls Falcons leading the Ripon Tigers 15-0. We'll be back in 15 minutes on the Ripon channel, 93.1 FM and AM 1600 The Wave. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tiger Athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Welcome back as it is halftime as the Tigers trail the Sheboygan Falls Falcons 15-0. I'm Howard Hansen along with Marty Ernster, and Marty, Tigers just kept killing themselves there in that first half with penalties.
Yeah, that's been the story of the first half. The self-inflicted wounds and damage by various types of penalties throughout the first half by the Ripon Tigers took away basically any chance they've had to put points on the board. 2 or 3 of their offensive possessions where they seemed to get momentum, get good positive plays from their quarterback Struble with his feet. A couple passes as well from him on receptions, particularly with Agamite. But also, when you look at the Larry Zonka type of running by Mr. Nasty, 34, Hahn, and then you can never say enough about, all season long we've been talking about Stellmacher, Gannon, and what he's able to bring to the table offensively. And because of the penalties, self-inflicted type variety, they've negated any positive yards that those particular players have been able to produce for the Tigers offense. Defensively, to hold this visiting Falcons passing attack to just 2 touchdowns in the first half, I think is a great effort and a good job by the defense overall.
Yeah, the defense has definitely played well. As we've seen them do that all season long, they've been the bright spot.
And then they just run out of gas.
Yeah,
you know, it normally happens towards the latter stages of the third quarter.
So Hahn will kick off, and that will be taken at the 14-yard line. Looking to pick up. Oh, Tigers missing blocks there as he cuts back. That's number 22, still on his feet, crossing the 35 to the 40, out across midfield, and now we're going to get a flag.
Which oftentimes happens when you have a running back running about 120 yards to get those 40 yards back and forth. You get, trying to do a block for
You don't know where he's at.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't know, and the defenders are switching on you. And so you start out with a block. We'll assume it's against them. It normally is, but we'll have to wait and see.
It was thrown somewhere around the 45, 46-yard line.
That was 53, the sophomore, talking to the official for Ripon. I'm not sure, wanted an explanation for something. Brett Bach.
So turn around and they will take over. 1st and 10. Ball sitting on the Tiger 43-yard line. And that very familiar formation by the Falcons. And this time they hand it off up the middle. Nice job by the Tigers getting up there and preventing a major gain, only a pickup of 2.
Yeah, that was a really nice tackle, particularly by number...
that was number 80 out there.
Thank you. I saw the 0. I could not make out the other number. It's so frustrating. And they're going to have these jerseys, I suspect, for a few years.
Yeah, they're relatively new. So quarterback looking to keep. Nice job there of faking the pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And here comes the flag. Unnecessary roughness, personal foul.
Personal foul being called against the Tigers.
That one to turn around and...
wow, I thought he was calling that against the other team.
Yeah, I mean, the momentum hadn't stopped.
Oh, so. No, you're blocking.
I really don't think this officiating crew is going to get out of here tonight.
That one surprised me. I thought he was throwing it against the Falcons.
Yeah. So anyway, moves the ball down to the 22-yard line. There's the pitch out going around the left side. That is Miller out there, and he's pursued by the Tigers for a couple-yard loss.
That's emotion right there. You got to bring it every time. I mean, that's just the defense being ticked off for that penalty.
Stefan leading the block or the tackling out there.
If you want to keep this a 2-score game, I think it's going to be important right now. You got to stay disciplined, no more penalties. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 15-yarder variety alone.
Way too much yardage.
Another flag.
Now we're going to get a flag.
And it's going against the Falcons. My goodness, I've never seen so many flags in a game.
Yeah.
So they lined up offsides. Sheboygan Falls, as we get a Bronx cheer from the Ripon fans.
Boy, listening to some of these fans out here, I'm glad the majority of the people can't hear them because they're frustrated. So anyway, marks it back 5. Make it 2nd and 16 for the Falcons. Ball on the 31. Quarterback will keep it, go around that left side. Big hole out there as he's dancing off his blocking. He does a great job of that.
Yeah.
Being knocked out of bounds right around that 20-yard line.
Good open field tackle by 80, I think.
Mr. Hop out there.
Yeah, it was.
So they'll turn around and say he got down to the 19-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 4.
That was a smart play right there on the quarterback keeper, bootleg out to the left. Everybody else was going after the motion. That's what you do with an overly aggressive defense.
Just keeping them in check. Dropping back, there's that quick crossing pattern, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 8 out there.
Threw it short. That's just a bad pass.
His first.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
So it'll bring up 4th and 4.
This is big for Ripon.
They come with the trips to the near side, single receiver up on top.
With all the negativity that's going against these guys, a lot of it caused by themselves. If they could hold them here and take over on downs.
Dropping back, rolling out, looking, pulls it down. Now he throws it over the middle. Oh, and that's all right because
right through the, right. You get better spot with the ball at the original line of scrimmage than picking it off down there.
So the Tiger defense holds the Falcons here. A nice job after a few miscues.
Yeah, I think that was Max Huber. I think had a chance to pick that off, and I'm glad the sophomore couldn't quite handle it. So it'll be 1st and 10 Ripon. Great job.
9:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Got to crank it up now for the offense.
As Struble will come in with the play. Like to see the Tigers march down and get a score here. At least get a little momentum going in their favor. But they got to be disciplined.
I mean, more than momentum. I mean, they come away with a touchdown.
You're in this.
You're in this game big time.
And a lot of time to go.
Took them a while to get out of that huddle.
Got to make sure you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed. There's Olsen in motion. They give it to him on a sweep. Gets around the right side, picking up, still driving. He'll pick up about 8 yards. Or they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 26.
Great acceleration by Olsen. Talked about him now a few other times earlier in the year that we haven't seen what we saw a year ago quite as much, but has that ability once he gets to the edge to really turn on the jets.
Yeah. Once he gets his shoulders squared and going north or south, he does a good job. So it'll bring up 2nd and a long 3 for the Tigers. Glad to have you along on the Ripon channel and 93.1 FM and AM 1600. The Wave. And then speaking of the Wave, they give it to the big guy and he pounds forward, still moving, across the 30. And it'll be a 1st down, and we get a Falcon who got driven backwards
by Stelmacher.
That's number 2 out there.
Benjamin Ritter.
Asking somebody if they got the number of that truck that just
that was
came on the field.
Stelmacher on the block.
So it'll be a 1st down for the Tigers. Ball just across the 30.
They just might, out of pure anger, Ripon offense might just get things going because they're just ticked off with what's happened. A lot of it, like I said, has been on them.
There's the motion. Comes up, resets. Stelmacher looking to get around the corner, across the 30. Stiff arms, 35-40. Brought out of bounds right around the 42-yard line.
Close to a first. He gives ground to get ground,
Should
and
be
then,
a first.
and then a little bit of a right stiff arm.
Well, just that little hesitation.
And then, well, he does that, but then he used a stiff arm, something I'm not used to seeing him use too often. And he did get the first. How interesting, because it was right on the stick.
Yeah.
No measurement.
He likes to use that arm, that is for sure.
I'm looking at where the stick is and where that football is, and it's really
It's
okay.
just about in front of us, straight in front of us.
Yeah, it is.
So first down for the Tigers. This time Struble will keep it. He's got 2 blockers on front. Nice cut up. Cross midfield,
Fumble.
brought down.
And it'll be Sheboygan Falls football.
Yep. Gotta secure the loaf of bread.
Too bad.
Gotta secure it.
So, bad break for the Tigers when they had things going their way. Defense will be called upon to
stop them again.
Do it again.
It's a shame. They had the momentum going. The ball popped out. So Sheboygan Falls will take over. 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line.
Was close to the first again on that nice run, fake handoff, and then followed the lead blockers and then accelerated Struble and then coughed it up. So 1st and 10 for Sheboygan Falls. See if the defense for the Tigers can stop him again.
Quarterback keeping. There's the pitch out. That's what he was looking for earlier. And a nice cut back and a first down out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Quentin Steffens got in no man's land. I mean, you're either going to commit to the quarterback or you're going to take away the pitch man, one or the other, but he got caught in nowhere land.
That's a horrible feeling when you're out there. So a first down for the Falcons, coming up on the 7-minute mark left here in the third. They lead 15-0 over the Tigers.
See if they run it here.
Long count. Back the pass, looking. He'll pull it down and take off, as he does.
That was weird.
He was hit hard.
Yeah, that what I don't understand what he was doing. The quarterback.
I mean,
he didn't commit. Yeah, he was beyond the line of scrimmage. Even when he decided to run, it was with a lot of hesitancy. It was strange.
Yeah, only a gain of 3 there, but a big hit out there once again by Steffens.
Yeah, that was a big. That was a good hit on the QB, legal, in just before he got out of bounds.
So 2nd down, same formation as they've been. He goes looking.
There you go.
Keep it. And
that time, Quentin Steffens came out, closed the left end. Quarterback then said, "Oops, I better go the other way." And then the pursuit by the defense cleaned up. Well executed by the Tiger defense.
Maybe a gain of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 6.
You got 2 downs here, you figure, to hold them. Though if I'm Sheboygan Falls, you don't get the first here.
Punt it.
Yeah, unless you need 2 or less yards.
So they come with the trips to the near side here.
First things first on 3rd and long.
Looking.
Good pressure.
Steps out of it, looking, going downfield. Sidearm throw.
What?
And
Are you kidding me?
They're going to call pass interference.
Don't see it.
No.
Don't see that. Wow. Unless it's something else, but it sure looks like that's what he's going to call.
Yep.
I thought it was a great hit when the ball got there.
Right, exactly. The timing was perfect by Stelmacher.
Exactly. That's why it's not.
So let's see what the white hat has to say here. Yep.
Wow. I can't believe that. No, I don't want to sound this way over the air, but it's
perfect timing.
Yeah, no, it was a very good defensive football play. I'll just leave it at that.
So it gives them a first down on the 26-yard line. As they keep their drive moving. But I mean, that sidearm pass was just fired out there.
Boy, the defense is playing some good football right now, too.
Here's the handoff up the middle. He'll pick up a good 6 yards.
They sprinkle that in about every half dozen plays or so. Otherwise, it's been pretty much passing and quarterback bootleg and a little bit of option for the pitch man.
5 minutes to go here in the third on your Heidel House scoreboard. Looking, hands it off again, off the left side. Big hole, a lot of momentum going, and brought down at about the 6 yard line, 5 yard line. They should mark that.
Caleb Plyer, nice run.
Just exploded.
Yeah, normally you're seeing 5 carry that ball. That time it was 25.
So it'll make it first and goal.
Preston Miller, the senior, gets quite a few reps, and that was the junior that time.
Miller's playing a little bit more up back there. Watch for the fade to the corner. Nope. Going to keep it and take it himself and waltz into the end zone on the 5 yard quarterback keeper, and Sheboygan Falls adds points.
That backside for the defense, that communication has to be disciplined to stay home. You've seen that now where he runs out the backside when the quarterback keeper probably 4 to 6 times tonight at least. And you get stung on that once or twice, then you have to say, okay, that backside linebacker, defensive end, or who you assign has to stay home to that side just for that reason.
21-0 as they come in to attempt the extra point here at the 4:19 mark in the third quarter.
A good drive by the Sheboygan Falls following that fumble recovery.
Well, and the penalty didn't help either.
Took full advantage of the mistake.
And somebody moved. So they'll back it up 5. Make it a little longer kick. But what we've seen with the legs on these two young men, they've got plenty of it. So it'll be a 25-yard extra point attempt.
4 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter.
Kick is up. That one is,
I think it
no good, off to the left.
Yeah, I don't know. You mishit it or got touched.
Had that side watermelon type roll there.
We believe a company is like a family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School. That's Walsworth.
For a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner, plan a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, and along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers and salads. Be sure to try their popular baby back ribs, available Saturday evenings. If you enjoy cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students follow this in early childhood programs, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, extracurricular offerings in the Start College Early program. Come experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. That's Ripon Area School District.
We get ready for the kickoff. Gannon Stellmacher back around the 6 yard line. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter on your Heidel House scoreboard.
Ripon needs something good to happen. Start with special teams on the return, and then they need to get into the end zone on this possession here. They need to score if they're going to be.
Line drive kick. Stellmacher will take it at the 12, across the 20, 25, across the 30, shoots up the middle, has it still on his feet across 45, across midfield, working his way around, and they try ripping the ball away, and Stellmacher will be brought down right around the 41-yard line of the Falcons. So that's a start that Marty asked for. It was something special, and Gannon Stellmacher, a great return there.
Wow.
So what we look for.
If it's anything less than that, it's like, what's wrong with him? My goodness, has he spoiled us this year?
Oh, he's fun to watch. So Struble brings in the play from Bradley. 1st and 10, ball sitting on the 41 of the Falcons. Tiger offenses has some signs of positive brilliance, and then the negative comes back in. So this one's a quick rollout. Struble keeping it. Nice turn up the middle. Takes a hit, keeps going, and brought down right around the 35-yard line or 25-yard line. And we got a penalty marker back somewhere.
At the line of scrimmage. Usually not a good sign for the
Yeah,
offense.
it's right over by the yellow circle of the soccer. That's why you didn't see it right
they're
away.
going to call face mask against the defense, so tack on some extra yardage.
Either 5 or 15.
And it's the 15 variety. So if you're going to get into the end zone, this is going to be the best opportunity as we get a timeout here.
Official timeout for some reason. So the ball will be marked down to about the 13-yard line, 12. So the best positioning for the Tigers this evening. Now they just need to finish this drive off.
Yeah, they're going to go to the big guy here, I would think. They're going to go wide with Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen trying to cuts back up.
I'll tell you, he did a pretty good job with the forward progress. That was designed to go all to the outside. They forced him back into pursuit as we get a dead ball flag again, penalty.
Now who's this one on?
Well, it should go against
Olsen.
He didn't like the way he was tackled or something. Oh boy.
Let's see what the personal foul, and that's who it's against.
You gotta hold your cool,
yeah.
man. You gotta have your cool.
You turn around, and there's no excuse for that. Not when you're that close
Well, it's
to
happened
the end zone.
It's happened a few times tonight, I think, with Ripon players.
So it marks it all the way back to the 26-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 26 for the Tigers, or 2nd and 26.
Yeah. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yep. Struble will keep it, looking for a block, looking to get outside. This time, they're going to pinch him down quick at the 25-yard line. They've seen that a couple of times.
Yeah, the second hit by 5 for Sheboygan Falls in his back. Preston Miller carries the ball. Had a easy target on Struble and took full advantage of it.
Yeah, he stopped him pretty quick.
Well, he was already stopped by a teammate, and he just
around the ankles.
It was
yeah.
It was a free shot. Nothing wrong with it.
So ball's on the 25-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 22.
Really? Oh my! Delay a game.
Yep. Yep, took too long. So it moves it back even farther. It'll make it 3rd and 27. Tigers self-destructing here. Little Stelmacher in motion there. Struble rolling out, looking, going downfield, and off of Hop.
Well, it went off the defender's hands, hit Hop in the helmet.
Yep.
After it was deflected, almost picked off by number 29, Owen Strashelm Jr., DB for the Falcons.
So it'll bring up 4th down. 2:07 to go here in the 3rd. Tigers trailing 21-0
Yeah,
on your Idaho scoreboard.
it was an unusually long first half
Wasn't it? Hour and 15 minutes.
with all the flags and incomplete passes and such, first downs. But third quarter had a good start to it, and now Ripon's kind of sunk back into that funk they were in with the penalties and mistakes.
Fakes the pitch out. There's the swing out to Stellmacher.
Good block.
Gets a cut there, going around the right side, across the 20, getting down close to the 10-yard line.
Now that, if they would have thrown a flag, I would have understood. He was tackled by two guys, started in bounds, but I thought you probably should be letting up once you're past that wide white part.
That should have been the play that they called on third down.
But then again, that's me. Great effort.
Stellmacher
And they're
giving
giving
it
him-
all.
Yeah.
Gannon Stellmacher, that is.
So it'll be on downs. He was just a few yards short of getting that first on his individual effort. Started out actually with a couple good blocks, and then from there it was all him.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 11-yard line for the Falcons. Looking, hands it off that left
tackle.
side again, still going, and up to the 20-yard line.
You just get the feeling this has gotten real personal.
Yeah, and we've got a Tiger down.
A lot of individual battles going on out there. Both teams have had it up to here with each other.
And not any fun. Next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees. End your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Mr. and Mrs. P's, Fond du Lac Street, Ripon. That's West Fond du Lac Street. So we're still working on Tiger out there.
Yeah. What I want to do here.
What else is happening?
Well, funny you should ask. A week ago last night, Ripon High School Volleyball played 22-4 overall, 4-1 in conference, Kewaskum. And they lost in 4 sets. Now, Ripon won that first set, dominating in 25-14, but then they lost the next 3 sets, 19-25, 15-25, and 28-30. So Kewaskum's right up there with Kettle Moraine Lutheran, who I believe probably won the conference in volleyball. Last night they wrapped up their regular season at home with Waupun. I did not get a score. Now, tomorrow morning they'll be traveling over to Kettle Moraine Lutheran for the conference
tournament
meet. Yep. And host Kettle Moraine and Kewaskum, and I think those are the 3 bigs. Ripon, Kewaskum, and Kettle Moraine Lutheran should all finish at the top in that conference. That starts like 8:30 tomorrow morning at Kettle Moraine Lutheran in Jackson.
It'll be interesting to see how they have the seating set up for that.
And then we'll talk
Ethan
Chris
Struble was
Gatsky's
the injured
Harriers later.
Tiger that came off the field here. So it brings up 2nd and 1.
Run blitz. They should be able to do something with that.
And the first down will be made by 2 yards.
Last week, Thursday, Chris Gatsky's Harriers participated in the Lamira invite. It was supposed to be earlier, but there were issues, so that was done last week, Thursday. The Tigers finished with 7 medalists in the top 30, led by Dayton Baird on the boys' side. He took 6th overall out of 84 runners for the Tigers. And then Lucy Bettine, she took 4th out of 48 runners at that Lamira invite. We'll talk about what's going on here in a second. Well,
Offsides on
a penalty? Are you
Falls.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's about time.
Well, it's been 3 minutes have gone by.
Last night was
Hey,
East Central
did you
Conference
say something
meet
about
at
Harriers?
Kettle Moraine Lutheran. I did.
Well, look
I
behind
did.
you.
I did.
The man himself is
There's
here.
a Harrier. Coach.
Come here.
Coach Chris Gatsky.
Why don't you
Chris
talk with
Gatsky.
Coach Gatsky for a moment?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on now? What do you got going, Coach? What do you got coming up?
Sectionals next Saturday.
Okay, where's that going to be?
Portage.
Portage, down by the Wisconsin River.
Well, actually, I think it's more like Wyocena. I don't even
Wyocena?
know. Yep, there's a park there that we run at.
Real little place. Yeah.
Yep.
I was talking about what, Dayton Baird. I knew that one of the last meets he did not perform up to his typical standard. And then he came back, I thought, with a pretty strong finish, it looks like, at Lamira.
Yep, we tried some new stuff at Lamira, knowing that you had to do something different to be all conference, and so he worked that out and at Lamira and did real well at conference, taking second team.
Outstanding.
Yep.
And then Lucy Bettine, of course, senior, basketball player as well.
Yep. And a track athlete. She's a 3-sport athlete. Great.
Okay. What does she do in track, Coach?
Sprints to distance. She
wow.
200
okay.
200 a mile.
Okay. That's called an athlete.
Yes.
And wherever you need to put her in to help out the team. And then last night, did you have the East Central Conference Championships at Kettle Moraine Lutheran?
Yes. Yep. And that's where Dayton finished 12th.
Okay.
And took second team all conference. And Lucy was our top girl finisher again. And she finished 15th for the first third team, the first person of the third team, just missing the second team all conference. So
okay.
How did
is it Abby Yeomans?
No, that's a while ago.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Yeomans. How's that?
It's Hannah.
It could be Steve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hannah's the current one, and she was just coming back from illness, and it was her first meet back, and not quite up to
her
100% health standard yet, but we're hoping that she has another week to get healthy, and away we go. So it was quite surprising.
Okay.
Yep.
Best of luck to you at sectionals, Wyacina at that
Thank
park.
you.
And thanks for stepping in here.
That third quarter comes to an end there with the Sheboygan Falls Falcons leading the Ripon Tigers 21-0. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Ripon Channel.
MPB Builders in Ripon, national award winners in building construction, is now hiring. MPB Builders is currently seeking employees for general labor, mechanics, material estimators, draftsmen, and clerical work. If you're a subcontractor for metal roofing or post-frame construction, MPB has immediate.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, and Tigers trailing the Falcons 21-0.
It's turned into an ugly game.
Yeah.
I say that in the sense that there's been so many penalties and lack of execution or consistency of that. It's made for like a Chicago Bear inter squad game.
Oh my. There goes the quarterback down at the 10.
Yeah, he who hesitates is pancaked, as that old expression goes.
And that was a shot. So it'll bring up 4th and 18. So it'll be a punting situation for the Falcons. Nice interview there with Coach Gatsky.
Yeah, we're talking, what else is going on in Ripon High School sports, and he happens to walk by the press box up here.
And just as you mentioned, Harriers, it's like it was meant to be. So here we go. Long time on the snap.
Boy, that's going to work for him.
Yep, Stelmacher will take it at the 48 to 40, down to the 30s, working that
field
sideline.
Position. Good field position.
He initiates that contact right down around the 25.
He took a shot in his left knee. He took a shot in that left knee. Not good.
Definitely don't want to see that, as he's had a really good night. Yeah. When that helmet comes off, you are in pain.
Ooh. Hobbled over. It happened right in front of the sideline of the Ripon team, so he was able just to hobble over, but he's hurting. Okay, so it'll be 1st and 10, and the best offensive weapon, arguably, will not be out there. Stelmacher for now. Well, he's
trying to walk it off.
Yep. So we'll see if they can finally get into the end zone here as we've entered the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So they've got lone back in Hahn in the backfield, and he will get it. Drives up, picks up about 3 yards.
On the ball carrier, Oliver Finn, 67, in on the stop.
So everybody gets up and moves.
Out of the pile is number 55.
So you're going to say, yep, 3-yard pickup there. Be 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7.
Tigers trying to get on the board here. Want to make sure that we mention our seniors as we go on here now that it's the fourth quarter.
Is there about 10 of them?
I think there's only about...
Nice run. Right up the A gap. Nothing, no nonsense there by Mr. Nasty.
You are right on with 10 there. So a first down for the Tigers.
And I said that, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago in the local paper, I think I saw a picture. Didn't read the article. I thought it showed 10 seniors.
Hahn will have to come out as I think he has an equipment problem with his shoe.
So Stelmacher out with a knee. Struble gets the play from the coach. And Shoeless Joe Jackson is trying to get his tire back on. Get down to Cliff's tire battery.
Stelmacher is back in.
Yeah,
so you know.
okay.
Struble will keep this one.
He must have got kicked, you know what I mean? Like maybe in the shin kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's
and
another
now another flag.
Well, good. And another one. I was a little concerned.
Well, we've had 3 plays without a flag, so.
I thought maybe they were sleeping on the job, the officials, but no, they're back on it. They're having a discussion to figure out which way the ball's going to go.
Yeah, how do we want to do this, guys?
They're marking it off against the defense, it would appear unsportsmanlike. We've had probably, what, a half dozen unsportsmanlike alone? I've never seen that before in a football game at any level.
And so many flags.
And that player's going out. I'll bet you he was the
guilty party.
Yeah.
Now you get to go over by the coach.
Not me. He tried to get away. He's been spoken to right now, saying, "We're trying to win a football game here, son. You got to take your little personal battles and
go somewhere else.
Stay cool."
So the Tigers first and goal from the 6. They give it to Stelmacher. Nope, that was Olsen going around. Should have known it was to the right side. He'll take him down to about the 3-yard line.
Have we ever seen Olsen get the ball inside the tackles?
No.
I don't think so. A trap play, anything.
I mean, it'd be kind of clever. He's kind of small there. He could probably slide through undetected.
Yep.
So here we go. They're putting it down at the 2-yard line. You give it to the big guy. Let him go forward, and he's in.
Okay.
As the Tigers get on the board at the 9:29 mark with a 2-yard touchdown run by Cameron Hahn.
Well, it's kind of like that joke, why the chicken crossed the road.
Because it was there.
To prove to the possum it could be done. So why do you give the football to Mr. Nasty at the 2-yard line? To show the opposing defense it definitely can be done.
Well, now he gets to turn around and kick it here. And Gannon Stelmacher will be the holder.
Tigers got something good to feel good about. Let's see if there's enough time on the clock to...
kick is up. Kick
looks
is
great.
good.
Boy, he makes that look easy.
Yeah, boy, he sure does.
What a strong leg. Are you looking for a new career? The Smuckers facility in Ripon needs you as part of their team. Starting wage is over $20 per hour. Full benefits effective from day one and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Hey, where do I go? Apply online at www.smuckerscareers.com. That's Smuckers.
Celebrating 125 years of community banking. The natural choice to help with your financial growth, helping make secure financial decisions for the long-term stability of you and your family. Horicon Bank, the natural choice. Member FDIC.
Keep moving with confidence on your long drive ahead. Get ready for your next road trip with Goodyear tires from Cliff's Tire and Battery, West Fond du Lac Street in Ripon. That's Cliff's Tire.
Speaking of moving, drive your favorite teams to the game with Lamers Bus Lines. Lamers is now hiring school bus drivers. Great pay, flexible schedules, complete driver training, and bonuses up to $1,500. Apply in person or go to golamers.com/careers.
Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon has been offering a complete range of premium dental care for over 35 years, including preventative hygiene, cosmetic and restorative procedures, along with Invisalign and sedation dentistry. That's Hillside Dental Associates in Ripon.
So Hahn will do the kickoff here as the Tigers get on the board and cut it to a 14-point deficit. And a short kick, and that's just fallen on right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Hey, Bud Seed Marchand serving local families with grace and compassion since how long, Howard? How long?
1896.
Wow. You're getting good at this stuff.
Yeah, well, mine like
That's
a
a
steel
long
trap just
time.
doesn't always close, you know?
That's a long time. Long time.
And they've served our community very well.
Yeah, now personally, I'm in no hurry to visit them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know if and when that day comes, they'll do a great job.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we go. First down, ball on the 40 of the Falcons. They're running that same offense. There was a good pick up and move there. So that'll march them back 5. Fortified Bank is growing Wisconsin. One person, one business, one relationship at a time. Visit fortifiedbank.com to see how banking locally is a win for you and your community. Member FDIC.
Hometown Radio is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in and team up every morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. Hometown Radio.
Well, what's happening right here is a 5-yard penalty, moves it back to the 35.
Yeah, they had quite a conference there before they moved it.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the guy pick up from here, so shouldn't have been any discussion at all. So everybody goes back to their places, and we are ready to go.
First and 15 for Sheboygan Falls. That's shotgun formation.
Long cadence there. Hands it off. Comes around that right side. And a nice job of picking up a good 5 yards back on that.
Yep. Hop forced it back in. If he'll break down just a little bit, and I've seen that with a few players, even the freshman Perkins, if they'll break down a little sooner, not only can they do their job of forcing him back into your team's defensive pursuit, you can actually get involved with the tackle.
Yep. Little aggressive out there.
Well, yeah, it's the enthusiasm of wanting to hit the ball carrier with high impact, and sometimes you overshoot your LZ.
Yeah, you don't calculate out the movement there and shoot right by. So here we go, 2nd and 10.
So they got back the 5-yard penalty.
Handoff going off the right side this time. Nice run as it gets out to the 45. Fusion Heating and Cooling, the area's newest family-oriented Trane dealer, offers services on all manufacturers' brands and specializes in providing solutions for all your home comfort needs. Getting the job done professionally, take Fusion Home Heating and Cooling, serving the Ripon area.
That was Caleb Plyer on that carry. He's gotten more carries versus number 5 now, Preston Miller, but I see Miller's back in there.
So 3rd and 5, can the Tiger defense hold him here?
So Miller moves to the slot, and Plyer stays as the
back.
Single back adjacent to the quarterback in the shotgun formation.
Dropping back, looking.
Quentin Steffens with pressure.
And wide open is Miller out there. He went out and sat right down in that open area.
Nice job.
And they'll go all the way down to the 25-yard line.
I felt Steffens he was trying to time it. If he would have blitzed a nanosecond sooner, might have been the difference on that completion. But nice pitch and catch. They've done that just enough when they needed to tonight to sustain drives. The Falcons have.
And a big drive there for them on that play. So 1st and 10, ball sitting on the 26-yard line.
There's that single back wing to the left, twins out left, single wide out on top to the narrow side.
They will use the clock, hand it off to the back.
Good.
He's met.
Oh, yeah, by who else? Is that big 67 was there? Noah
Hansen there. And they'll give him about a yard on the play there.
Yeah, he definitely subscribes to the bear hug technique, Noah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Kind of like a Haas Cartwright with the helmet.
Exactly. Webster's Marketplace is proud to be your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Featuring in-store deli, bakery, floral shop, butcher, and smokehouse, Webster's is your full-service grocery store, Highway 23 West in Ripon. So it'll be 2nd and 10. They say no gain there. And guess what? We get a flag, Marty.
Get out of here. No way.
Yeah, jeez.
Hey, we believe a company is like a family. It's made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out Walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School. That's Walsworth.
For a truly delicious lunch or evening dinner plan a visit to Pastimes Pub and Grill. Carol's homemade soups are always available, along with a great variety of sandwiches, awesome burgers, and salads. Be sure to try the baby back ribs on Saturday night. If you're interested in cooking, stop in and apply at Pastimes Pub and Grill, downtown Ripon.
Here we go. Shotgun, single back, twins to the top, single to the bottom. Tight end left.
Quarterback keeper. There's the
Pitch.
pitch out.
There's
it's a
the
live
fumble.
ball.
That's the fumble.
And they get it back.
By the pitch man, recovers it.
Big loss back to the 41-yard line. 39-yard line, excuse me. They put it down.
Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to all students. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and striving for excellence. Come experience what happens when excellence does meet innovation. That's Ripon Area School District.
So back to the 39-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 39.
Look out.
It's a jailbreak.
We were both thinking the same
exactly.
thing. He's already down.
Yep.
There's no fumble involved.
No.
But
back to midfield.
I don't know what they did there differently, but boy, they sure did it. Now, I don't know if they've been making changes there, with their starting unit. I have no idea. But it sure makes me scratch my head and wonder, hey, if you
Where's
guys
that been?
Where's that been? Exactly. Because there was 3 black jerseys 5 yards deep in the backfield of the offense before that quarterback had a chance to adjust the laces on the ball.
So the second punt of the game for Sheboygan Falls.
And he's a pretty good punter, too.
Yes. Stelmacher back deep for the Tigers.
That's
low kick.
That's that running back.
He'll pick that up at the 10-yard line, get to the 15, looking to kick it out around the left side.
Good block.
20, 25, he'll cut back up and go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line is where the Tigers will take over.
What a nice selfless block on that and do it legally to get around, make the effort to do that. And, of course, that was Agamite, 17. Gave him, resulted in considerably more yards because of that block by Agamite.
You do what you can. Next time you're heading out for breakfast or lunch, visit Mr. and Mrs. P's Eatery. Their menu includes many different scratch-made, professionally prepared entrees, and your meal with a delectable dessert from their in-house bakery. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Mr. and Mrs. P's, West Fond du Lac Street, Ripon.
Here we go.
Tigers looking to turn around in
trailing 21-7.
Back to pass. Got hit just as he released it. Stelmacher goes up and can't bring it down.
Yep, almost had it.
Did a nice job of going up.
Wow.
And
wow.
Taking that ball there.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner. Myself, I'm definitely guilty of that, than thinking about retirement. But if you think maybe retirement deserves more attention, Edward Jones can help. Stop by and see your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Greg Dorvalovich at 121 Watson Street or Chad Horton at 1098 West Fond du Lac Street to learn more. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Edward Jones.
Hey, want to turn around and send our thank you out to these seniors that are playing in their last game tonight. Number 17, Kai Agamite, who's been a great one. There's Stelmacher on the counter, goes up the middle, and he'll pick up a couple of yards there. Got a chance to talk with Kai this week on the coaches show, and a very pleasant young man. Kai's athletics are not done yet for the season, as after this he has basketball and then track. So
yeah, and I didn't know he was a trackster. We don't cover track and field, so as Lucy Bettina as well. Anything from the 200 meters to the mile. Coach Chris Gatsky sharing us that as we get out to the flat in the open. Stelmacher gets positive yards
and a first down.
3rd and short. Good job.
So
boys soccer a week ago last Thursday, the boys they secured a 2-1 last-minute victory over Waupun to end the regular season tied for third place in the conference. That's the Tiger boys soccer team. Now they're at Lamira today in the non-conference action. And what's up next? They open up regional competition against Wautoma/Wild Rose Thursday, October 21st. That'll be coming up.
Stelmacher takes that one up close to midfield.
As a sidebar, Ripon won 2-0 earlier in the season against these Wautoma team. Tigers are the 6th seed. Wautoma Wild Rose is the 11th seed.
Turn around. Our next senior is Brett Bach. Brett is planning on going to UW Stout after his high school career, and he's not done as he'll be playing baseball this spring for us. Pass downfield.
Maybe. Oh.
Almost.
Yeah, look who it was, Mr. Nasty. How many times have we seen him 25, 30 yards downfield?
Yeah, you're wondering, what is that big guy doing down there? But
you might have been wondering the same thing. Like, hey, I'm getting a little tired out here.
I got lost.
You got a big football game to do tomorrow, too.
Yeah, Ripon College plays Lake Forest.
Lake Forest, the Foresters, future park rangers, I believe. I guess, right? Foresters. But they both come in with 5-0 records, so you're going to have an entertaining game, to say the least. It should be, anyway, on paper.
The winner of that one is going to be pretty much in control of the conference along with Monmouth.
University of Chicago?
Yeah, they're out there. And now we're going to get a flag. That's right. It's been about 4 plays. We should have a flag.
Yep. You had mentioned earlier, it's going to be real interesting here coming up. Before you know it, November 10th, it's going to be the Ripon College men basketball team. They'll be hosting Luther College, so less than a month from now. And then on November 17th, it'll be the ladies' Red Hawks' turn. They're going to be playing basketball, hosting UW Platteville. And then on December 2nd, we'll get to the high school. The boys will be hosting Waupun, the boys from Prison City, on December 2nd, our first boys basketball game. And shortly after, on December 7th, the girls will be at home against Waupun. So
no rest for the weary.
No. And what other seniors you want to talk about?
Turn around. Well, there was a pass interference penalty there, so it moves it up for the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 10 ball on the 41-yard line. Just 2:47 to go here. There's that swing out to Stelmacher, and he's not going anywhere this time as they got a hold of the jersey to bring him down. It'll be a loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah, it was just, he had to get it sooner, but it was sniffed out really great by number 9. And he's a good ball player because I've seen him on a couple of plays along the sidelines as we get a timeout called by Ripon.
Well, our next senior is Christian Grunert, our stat man. Christian turned around and just been great to us all season long. And,
I remember him last year when he introduced himself. He does stats on his own accord. There was an article about him and his sister, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And just
She's
a great guy.
She's a manager, and he's a stat guy.
Great
and,
attitude.
Very positive, and he'll definitely be missed. But he's not done with his high school career, as he'll be doing stats for us in baseball again this coming spring, and I look forward to that. Our next senior up is number 34, Cameron Hahn. Mr. Nasty, as Marty calls him. And
what's he going to do? Do you know?
He's going to go on to college for construction management.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, if he's managing me, I'll pay attention.
I want to see him in the demolition area. That'd be a great spot for him. Put this helmet on and run through the wall, kid. Caleb Hott is the next senior, and Caleb plans to go on to college afterwards, and he's undecided on a degree right now, and I like that because too many kids change their majors as they're in college and get the basics out of the way. So we wish him luck. Donovan Huber is our next senior, and he plans to attend Marine Park Tech after college, and he just like being around the football team as we're going deep, and that's almost intercepted. And Olson becomes the defender on that one to break it up. So it'll make it 4th and 15. So a long 4th down coming up. And your man here, Gannon the Cannon Stellmacher, our next senior up.
Riley Eisnagel came up with that
Didn't he?
clever
Yeah, that was pretty.
earlier in the season and whispered it through our headsets and said, by golly.
It sticks.
Yep.
Well, Gannon plans on going into real estate and property management, so look for him to be tracking us down trying to sell us some property. Ball's fumbled and recovered by the Tigers. Gannon's high school career was not over, as he'll be playing baseball also this coming spring. So a good opportunity there. And the last senior, number 74, Quentin Steffens.
Yeah.
He's planning on going to college and become an officer in the Navy. So wish him the best with that, because defending us and keeping us free is something that very few do, and the many do well. So.
Yeah, and I tell you, I get seasick deep sea fishing. So if I was going armed services, that would be at the bottom of my list. But more power to him. He must know that he can handle that.
Exactly. So we want to wish those 10 young men the best of luck after high school, and they still got a little bit of time to finish up here in Ripon. And speaking of time, it's 2:07 left on the clock here in the ball game. Tigers trailing the Falcons 21-7 on your Heidel House scoreboard.
And it's 1:15 a.m. for you, those folks that were wondering what time it is.
Boy, I tell you, that first half, an hour and 15 minutes, and
well, the second half can't be too far behind it.
I want to get a total of penalty flags. I'll have to ask.
There'll be
our
some
sideline reporter.
There'll be some arms getting iced. For throwing flags, yeah.
I'm just wondering how quick they're going to run out of here. So, 4th down and 15. Dropping back, looking, going deep, hangs it up there. And had to wait for that one to come down, which gave a little bit more time for the defenders to come up. And that was
that'll pretty much do the game.
Yeah,
they'll take over on downs.
They can run the clock out here.
Literally, I think.
Both teams have 2 timeouts. I don't see the Falcons using theirs. The Tigers might. But as we look out there, we see some
starting units out there.
Yeah.
For Sheboygan, we see the quarterback.
Well, you know, for them, it's a matter of keep things rolling for the tournament.
Charlie
as
King.
Playoff start. Be interesting to see how they seed out.
This win gets them into the playoffs.
So there's a quick handoff going off the right side, get across midfield.
So you're going to have Plymouth, and you're going to have Port Washington, and Kewaskum, and Berlin, and Sheboygan Falls, all with winning records in the East Central Conference for football. And they will advance into the first round, level 4 of the playoffs.
Turn around and be interesting to see come Sunday how everybody sets up and where they're at.
I said that backwards, level 1, right?
Correct.
It goes 1 through 4 before you get to Camp Randall.
Yep. So you'll be able to, if you've still got a craving for high school football, next week you'll be able to check out and
might even
take
be a
drive.
game. Yeah, who knows?
We could possibly host something here.
Absolutely. I've come to games before.
Yep. That's off the left side. Good job of following the blockers. We'll get up across the 45 to the 43.5.
Saw a great game over a decade ago. Kewaskum and Wapaka played here in this field. Wapaka won it. Now, let me tell you, the linebacker for Kewaskum.
Vicious. That is for sure. Now, the Falcons will take their time as we're under a minute.
Once again, thanks. Big shout out to our friend, even though he's a Viking fan, Dave Johnson of Cousin Subs. You know, he comes up here on his own accord, on his own free time, and
feeds us.
Feeds us.
We appreciate that.
Oh, man, it was awesome.
Also want to turn around and as we get a kick off the left side, right? Turn around, knocked out of bounds. Thank Chris and Cole, the tech gurus up here that make us sound good and brings you this great visual feed. And Casey Hansen on the sideline, running up and down there, getting you those up close and personal shots of the game.
Jason Mansmith back on the board tonight.
Yep.
He was gone last week. Johnny Ray took over. I don't know how Johnny did because I never saw the board. In fact, I've never seen the board.
The board was still in good shape.
Yeah, I want to see it, but
Wednesday.
I heard it sounds kind of boring to see it. Now, they got a new paved driveway, it sounds like.
Yep.
Johnny Ray talking to Dave Knuth today in their morning, Friday morning discussion. And they got the new sign was put up a week ago, so things are happening out there. I'm going to get out there.
Take a ride out there.
Many years ago, I was doing strictly radio sports. It was something. I'd like to see what they've done. Come and see the place. It's amazing. A few drapes and a few throw pillows, I heard, really brighten the place up.
And a couple of lamps here and there.
Yeah.
So that's the ball game. The Sheboygan Falls Falcons defeat the Ripon Tigers 21-7. I want to turn around and thank you, Marty, for being here all season. It's been fun.
We got our 9 games in.
Yep.
We went to Plymouth. We got our Sheboygan hard roll wrapped around a double Johnsonville bratwurst last Friday night. So we've been to the mountaintop, and we have come back down. And when I see you next, it'll be round ball season when I see you.
A few weeks from now, we'll be
college.
back with
We're going to Coach Buzolaki and her great program with the Lady Redhawks, and then Coach Ryan Kane, the athletic director, will have his. I'm going to have to reintroduce myself to these people. It's been,
it's been a while
with the last
COVID
season.
now,
yeah. So I'm looking very much forward to it, and it'll be happening in less than a month.
And most of all, I want to thank you fans out there for tuning in.
Yeah.
Whether it be on 93.1 FM or AM 1600 The Wave, or tuning in on YouTube and catching us on the Ripon channel.
Yeah, live streaming too. Yeah,
it's been
all kinds of stuff going on.
Great season, and wish it could be a little longer, but unfortunately not. And we will catch you in a couple of weeks for basketball.